dash looks sick.
Incredible.
Guess where we are?
Not in WA.
We're in the beautiful Sirromet Winery. We are here for the official unveil of the brand new 2023 Silverado 1500. We've got the LTZ Premium, and it's the new one.
Elevated.
The elevated
the
one.
The LTZ,
yes.
Or if you're in Australia, which we are,
LTZ. And
Premium,
then
elevated,
and then we have the ZR2, which is, mate, I'm pumped to see this thing. I cannot wait. We have a 2-day event here, which is just even more rad, and we get to hang out with the rad crew from Gmsv.
So this is the actual official media release launch of the truck.
Yeah.
So it's not been seen in Australia anywhere before. This one he's been doing his research on YouTube and
I
online
never stop
for
researching
ages,
the States.
so he kind of knows sort of what to expect. But we are hearing absolutely amazing things, and we're not totally sure exactly what's going on, but we think this afternoon it's something around here at Sirromet.
It's at Norwell tomorrow.
Norwell
tomorrow. So
I think that the first thing we should do is show you where we're staying and what was waiting for us when we slid the doors open. So we're actually in the glamping. I think it's a glamping tent because it's kind of got like a kitchen,
stunning. It's beautiful.
Bathroom and stuff at the back that's got like normal walls, but it's all tents at the front. So it's like a semi-glamping tent. Beautiful views out over the pond here. And on the bed, let's show you what's on the bed. Come with me, I show you our beautiful room. Now it is it's all zipped up because it's 30 degrees outside and we've got the air conditioning running. But as you can see, it's a tent.
It's stunning.
You can unzip all these, but we're not going to. And if you come around the back here, there's like walls.
We have the throne.
We do.
Oh, a little kitchenette in here.
We've made a very big mess of things already. We have a bathroom.
Can you please show me what those boxes are? Hey, wait up. What are these boxes here?
Okay.
Ooh.
So, this is what was waiting for us. So, Chris's can stay over there, and I'm going to show you what's in
look at
mine.
this.
So, look, there's my name. They know I'm a small, which is... Oh, okay. I haven't actually opened this yet. So, funny story. I had the best Gmsv hat, and I left it in the Uber on the way to the airport. And I messaged Jodie. She said, "Don't you worry, we've got a bow tie waiting for you." Oh, she wasn't kidding.
Oh, that is a rad hat.
We have a bow tie, which is very exciting. Live big, truck it.
Oh, that is me.
If you didn't see the TV commercial, we are actually in there driving the Live Big Truck It truck.
So that's the HDs,
That's the HD, that's the logo. Live Big. So if you haven't seen our hashtag everywhere, the GMSV hashtag, and our license plate, that's what it says. So before we get into that...
Whoa.
Blinded by the light. Pens. Oh.
Oh.
It's got an official name tag.
You're pretty flash there.
I know.
Wow.
Oops. What's this?
Cards.
It's not cards. Oh, it could be.
Oh, a little. Oh, look at this.
Very handy for someone like me with my 1 terabyte phone.
Live big, truck it.
That goes,
Gotta love that.
goes flat by 10 o'clock in the morning if I don't have one of these. So that's very, very
Look at
handy.
a shirt there. Did I see a shirt?
Hang on. What's this? Is that a tire pressure?
That's a tyre pressure monitor.
Oh, bottle opener. That's a Chris thing. Maybe I can open my bottles of kombucha with that. And then I actually write a diary every night, and I'll be very happy to write down the day's events in that. So this is the other
You got a
thing.
tag on your hat too, by the way.
Have I?
It looks good. Turn around.
Oh, okay. I'll just
Oh,
leave.
that looks great.
I'll leave it there. What do you
Yeah.
reckon? Okay, so here we go.
Ooh. New shirt time.
Officially, again, part of the crew.
Well, I can't wait to get mine out now.
Reckon I should
Open mine.
take this off and put this on?
I reckon you should.
Okay. What do you think?
Ooh, it's pretty
Think I
rad.
look the part?
Pretty rad.
Alright, so we have our instructions. We're supposed to walk down this path to the little hut thing at the end of the road where something's happening. We don't know what, but we're really excited.
I reckon there's going to be some rad Chevys there. That's what
I reckon there's going to be some rad Chevys there too. And there's going to be some cool kids there too.
Time for me to put my shirt on, hey?
That's
Official or what?
Wait for me.
Come on!
Come. Do you think he's excited?
Come on! Babe,
Yes.
do you see what's in the background?
Flags and Chevys.
Flags and Chevys. It's getting real now. It's getting real.
Cakes and pies, cakes and pies.
Cakes and pies.
Flags and
Cakes and pies. What do you think?
I think that I'm in love.
That thing is hot. Is that hot or what?
Look at it. Look at it.
It's so rad. All right, take the camera. I'm looking.
Okay, all right. What do you think of that colour?
I love that colour because it hides the mud.
That one looks like it's been doing something this morning.
It does. They've gone out, they've got the complimentary spiderwebs, they've been running through the bushes. They've got it all happening and it's all good.
The 23 Silverado drive event, so absolutely fantastic to have you here today and have that ability to see you, have a chat to you and give you the opportunity to drive these fantastic trucks. So from a GMSV perspective, and maybe just to cover off, GMSV, GM Specialty Vehicles, specialties in our name, but it's also how we handpick our vehicles to bring to the Australian and New Zealand market. And with that, we sold the Silverado 1500 range. We have two variants there. We also have the Silverado Heavy Duty, and of course the C8 Corvette Stingray. The Corvette, as it stands, comes out right-hand drive direct out of Bowling Green, Kentucky, which is absolutely fantastic, and beat mid-engine as well. It's an absolute first. Comes straight to Australia and New Zealand. The Silverados come out left-hand drive from the facility, come over into Melbourne. They then go to Dandenong, where we partner with Promoso, who remanufacture the vehicle. With that, they then go out to our dealer network. So we've got 63 dealers around Australia and New Zealand. We've got 7 over in New Zealand, literally Auckland in the north, right down to Dunedin in the south. And then in Australia, 56 dealers across the network, starting with Cairns, down to Brisbane, Sydney, all around Australia, Perth, Darwin, even Kalgoorlie. So when it comes to touring and towing in these Silverados, we've got a really strong dealer network around the country. We've got some examples of some pretty sizable vans that we see people towing around the country behind the Silverados. So you'll get an opportunity to experience that as well today. And if you've got any questions, the team will be able to answer that. From a water sports perspective, we've got David Thorpe, aka Thorpey, over here. So from a Malibu perspective, love these boats, absolutely fantastic. The engine in those boats is actually the same family as the Silverado 1500, but GM marinized. So there's a wonderful link there, and anyone that wants to buy a Malibu, well, we think they need a Silverados as well to tow that also. So Silverado 1500, the model year 23 Silverado is here. This mid-cycle enhancement has got some amazing additions to the fleet now. Our fleet currently has LTZ Premium, which is our tried and tested towing tourer with the 4.5 ton towing capacity. But we've got the exciting new ZR2 bringing a whole new level of off-road capability than we've ever had before. And the best thing is you don't leave that comfort of the on-road driving experience behind as well. So the ZR2 is very, very exciting. The most exciting thing is getting out on the tracks and going for the drive. We're here today with Paul Morris and the team, who obviously look after the facility. Paul's a race driver, runs the driving training academy, runs Sirromet, and also has Norwell Motorplex with Karina as well.
Firstly, welcome, introduce the team over here. These guys are highly experienced. Some of them look pretty young, that's because they are. But they're very experienced, know what they've done. We've had approximately 4 or 5 days on these trucks ourselves so far, so we know a fair bit about them. Our job out there today is to keep you safe. Most of you are very experienced in off-roading, you know what you're doing, so we're probably going to be more like a tour guide for you guys. But if you need something, sing out. We know a fair bit about how the car operates, what the modes do, and all that. First of all, we've got Caleb. Caleb's our Kiwi. He's here. Nash. There you go, Matty, Jared, Tim and David. All experienced guys. So the first thing we're going to do is, it might sound pretty basic, but over in the other paddock over there we've got some high cones set up. We're just going to have a drive of all the trucks so you can all get familiar with it. The big thing I've found with this is being long wheelbase. In the tight tree stuff, your biggest risk is knocking the bed around, so you are hook turning a bit. But the one thing this does has plenty of steering lock, so you can get round some pretty tight trails. There's a bit of everything out there today. So first of all, go to that other paddock, have a drive. If you don't want to and you're comfortable and you think that's a bit below your pay grade, no worries, we're not going to get stressed out. I've got an abandoned golf course out there, so we're going to roll up there, again get all out of the vehicles, and then if you ever had a chance to wreck someone else's golf course, it's probably a good opportunity to do it. It's getting,
Is that because you got sick of golfing, Paul?
it's because golfing doesn't make much money, so I'm going to turn it into something else. But there's an opportunity there, you can get all the angles going and just do what you want, get the feel of the car again, then off on the trails, another bit of a trail run. Then we've got some pretty good hill descent stuff, which will show off that terrain mode, which for me is the biggest feature of this truck, is that 1 foot where you're not left foot braking, holding the brake on the throttle. It's very impressive doing that. Again, have as many goes as you want out there, a bit more of a trek, a bit more of a bit of a high speed run, show you what the thing does. Then we'll just open it up to do really what you guys want to do. So when you're ready, that's what we'll do. Into that other field.
Well, that was a lot of information, wasn't it?
That was a lot of information.
Man, these trucks are packed with goodies on them. It's just amazing, but now it's time to actually drive them. What do you think?
I reckon it's going to be fun.
Oh, look who we got here. Jody.
She's busy doing Jody stuff.
Say hello. Well, you're driving now, eh?
Oh, you got me. I'm sorry.
Good luck, mate. Good luck.
Hold on, boy.
Sandy, that is you. It suits you, mate. It suits you. You're looking
Nothing
right
like
at
a bit of sand.
I know, mate, I know.
And we're
You're
not
on.
at the beach.
What's your opinion? What's the verdict?
She good, eh?
GTM, get the money.
Ah.
No, not telling, don't use handbrake.
What do you reckon? Big difference, eh, the suspension?
So good.
Huge difference.
Pumped.
All right. So, hang on, come back here. So that was the older version. Now you got to jump in the ZR2.
Yeah, so I have definitely driven that before, but I've not driven.
All right. All right, you're going to get in the ZR2 here.
Well, do you want to drive it?
ZR2, yeah, I'll drive the ZR2.
You've been hanging to drive this, so I feel like this is.
I want to drive this thing. This is where it's at. All right, let's do it. Hey, let's test this thing out. Oh, we ready? Jump in the back and have a look at this.
All right.
Titanium, look at him go.
Look at him go.
Jump in, Griff. You been driving long, mate, or?
Nah, I drive with patrol.
So what do you think, mate? Are you liking it?
Yeah, I love it. I love the new
you,
Chevys.
Yeah, are you liking hitting cones?
I didn't hit one.
You hit, yeah, I think you did.
Miriam said she didn't record.
Sadly.
Oh, you!
We
If it wasn't on camera, we
We
didn't
stopped
see
right
it.
before you hit it.
Oh, it's good to see Titanium here anyway, mate.
Yeah, no,
good
it's
on
good.
to see
Good
you
to be
guys
here.
here, mate. It's awesome, though.
What are we getting in?
4x4 track now.
This one. 4x4 track. Oh, you get stuck with that.
Oh no!
Party in the backseat.
This didn't drown.
Hey, we're about to do a driver change.
Here we go. The weapon's behind the weapon.
Hi there, Sandy. So the car box can come through a bit more.
Push all the buttons. See what they do.
He always pushes all the buttons.
What's that one? Oh,
That's
is that
the front
front
and rear.
Oh, yeah.
Side view.
Oh, yeah, that's tow
That's
bar.
tow bar.
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't know what we're doing. What are you doing? Some hardcore
So what we're
rock
doing
climbing or?
This is the golf course that Paul doesn't want anymore. So basically what we're going to do is just have a bit of fun, have a bit of a play around in the modes, see what they do down the hill
Cool.
descents and the different angles and stuff like that, and
Cool.
have a good old play. Really.
Golf courses, mate. I say that every time. Every golf course should be a motocross track, mate. They should be. We're in the big dog now, eh? We're in the HD.
HD, heavy duty,
Heavy duty.
pedal to the metal.
Let's show them how it's done.
In this face before.
Hey, what's up from
What's up,
down
down
under? So
Hey, we found something really interesting on this HD. Now, I might have driven this car before, but I reckon that somebody else has.
Oi!
Miriam and Chris, mate.
Chris, mate.
So this is the truck we drove for like 6 months. Show them how it's done.
Yeah.
Off you go then. So you're going to go down now.
Jump in. Jump in.
Hitching a ride. Hello.
Right.
Yes.
Just trying to teach this bloke how to drive.
Who have we got here? Who's in the
His
co-pilot seat?
name's Paul Morris.
Oh, hi.
It's just insane, isn't it, the way it works? It's
Yeah. Just got to
Phil just grab then.
Just crack the bit of throttle and then.
Yeah. It's crazy how good it is.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Gee, pin it to win it, darling.
Look at that. I got no feet on any paddles.
Just look where you're going. Put your foot on the throttle. How was that?
That was actually fun.
Pretty awesome, aren't they?
Yeah, it's actually really easy to do. You take your
Yeah.
foot off going up or down and it just stops.
Yeah.
And then I found out as I went down that one, I went too fast and it actually didn't work, so I had to actually apply the brakes. But then it fully stopped.
Yeah,
so.
the hill descent you're talking about?
Yeah.
And
So we
the
just had a bit
terrain
of
mode makes a huge difference too.
yeah, just had a bit of a play around, and then I went up the 2 different hills and
Which colour do you want now?
that one, but you can't get that one.
It's actually really cool. It's like a metallic sandy taupe though.
Yeah, if you see
You
it
can't see it. You've got to see it in the sun.
Nice. They're all beautiful though. They're all really nice colours. Alright, my turn. I am getting in to the ride of my life. Here we go.
Come on, Jody.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
You right?
Yep. You children hold it. I'm holding on. All right.
Pretty good, isn't
It's
it?
awesome, man. Turnkey, man. It's just wow.
Amazing.
And you can tow.
Yeah, and you can tow.
Yeah, it's
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
no
mate.
worries.
This is Jody. You guys have met Jody before.
Hi. Hi again.
She's my new bestie because she brings me on adventures like this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. What do you reckon? Has it been a success today?
I think so. We've got a few happy people, lots of smiles.
What's your favourite part? What we just did?
Yeah, but there's a lot to come. This is day one.
I'm excited for tomorrow.
So what is day two? You've even got dinner tonight.
We've got a surprise guest too, haven't we?
You've got a surprise guest.
I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Built this with entirely volunteer labour from the team at General Motors Australia and New Zealand. After hours in our workshops in Melbourne. Essentially a standard ZR2 with a few extra goodies, and that is because the class that it is built to comply with is production four-wheel drive, and they allow you to only do a very few modifications. The big note, they do allow you to run an extra set of shock absorbers, so you can run, dampers, so you can run two, you can run two per wheel. But these Multimatic DSSV dampers, we're so confident in, mainly from the learnings from our friends in the US and Hall Racing, that we simply don't need to carry around that extra weight. So the DSSV dampers will get the job done very confidently. It's still got, it's the dirtiest it's ever been though, I'm afraid to say, and it'll probably be the dirtiest it's been for a little while, because it's now doing the circuit of all the shows from here. It's a four-wheel drive show, and then it's got a few more duties to do as part of the ZR2 launch. So a lot more showing off in its future, and then we're going to take it back to Melbourne and do some testing and development, and turn all the knobs to make it a really cool, fully fledged off-road truck.
Well, when I grow up, I want a pony. I'm gonna ride it from dusk till dawn. I'm gonna brush her mane and feed her sugar cane and keep her in safe from the storm. If I had a pony, I wonder, could I be your girl? Well, when I grow up, I want a baby. I'm gonna name it after Harlow Godfrey. And I sure won't mind when it cries all night, just as long as it looks like me. If I had a baby.
Just caught a ride in the white HD, and this is where we're going, and it's very dark, so you're not going to see very well.
This is going to be a good night.
What's happening?
Well, we don't know yet.
It's a big secret. We're about to find out, and it's very dark.
Kasey, welcome. So nice to see you again.
Mate. Nice to see you.
You've been having a fantastic trip around Australia in your Chevrolet Silverado.
Oh yeah. I'm loving life at the minute.
Yeah, so Kasey's our new Chevrolet Silverado ambassador. So Kasey, really appreciate you joining us tonight, and we've had a fantastic day. Night's only going to get better now. So
well,
thank you.
This is honestly my dream gig. I was just saying to someone before, if I could just make a living for the rest of my life playing around campfires, I would do it in a second. So when they invited me to come up here and sit around and play around a campfire, I was like, yep, count me in.
Am I not pretty enough? Is my heart too broken? Do I cry too much? Am I too outspoken? Don't I make you laugh? Should I try it harder? Why do you see? Why do you see? Why do you see right through me? Why do you see? Why do you see? Why do you see right through
That's brilliant.
This is Bingo, by the way, everybody. All right, we're going to feature him in this.
I I called my mother to reserve me in her will. And the pay I'm getting every Thursday night, well, it just don't seem enough. Money can buy me a hell of a lot, but it sure won't buy me love. Woo! When I grow up, I want a cone. When I grow up, I want a baby. When I grow up, I want a cowboy. When I grow up, I'll be a lady. You better lose yourself in the music moment you want it. Better never let it go. You only get one shot. Now use your chance to blow. This opportunity comes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, hello there. This is another day where we wear name tags.
This is day 2 of hanging out with the Gmsv crew and testing out the new ZR2. We are pumped today. Today we are going to Norwell, aren't we?
Yes.
So if you don't know, Norwell is the big driving centre. Paul Morris owns it. Really cool place, cool racetrack, a lot of history there, a lot of racing. It's a rad place. I remember going there years ago and it was a pretty cool joint. So we are going. We're going to go upstairs. We're going to have some breakfast with the whole crew and then we are going to get going, hey?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them about last night too?
Oh yeah, so last night, you'd see snippets, Kasey Chambers was brought down to surprise us around the campfire. She sang about 6 or 7 songs, including Pony, which is my favourite song.
And the Nullarbor song.
Which I may or may not have requested. But yeah, Kasey was telling us about the Nullarbor Plains, how she grew up there, and then she sang a song called the Nullarbor Plain. And we were there like 2 weeks ago, and I don't know, it was just really cool. Even the big buff guys had a bit of a tear in their eye.
It was just a real intimate moment around the campfire. It was amazing. It was beautiful.
It was absolutely stunning. So that followed a really beautiful dinner, and just a whole bunch of amazing people talking and spending time together and just enjoying. And actually, to be honest, last night around the campfire was special, not just because Kasey Chambers was there, but because we were around a campfire.
Yeah, it was really hot because we're in South East Queensland, but it was still really cool to be around a campfire because we haven't had one in months. We've total
fire
band
bands
in SA
everywhere
and in WA. So, but anyway, let's go get some breakfast and then we'll
head off and learn how these things tow and.
Let's get to Norwell.
Yeah.
I've never towed before, so I can't wait to do this.
Yeah, we don't know how the Chevys tow a caravan. But we're going to go and show all these media people how it's done, right?
Yeah, we will. We'll show them all.
Day 2 is underway. We're currently still at Sirromet, but we have to get all the vehicles down to Norwell, the motorsport complex or Motoplex or whatever it's called down there. So we have been put in the white Silverado here, towing the titanium caravan. This is our ride. Very, very nice. That's what we're towing behind us, the titanium caravan. Put it in tow haul mode.
Oh yeah! Look at this. How flash is that? So you just press the button and go down. We're in drive.
And to park it, you just go.
Oh, thanks for that.
I'll just put you back in park. What's electric?
The steering column. How cool is that? So we've checked all that anyway. The hitch security done all that. Yep. Lights, chains, stow, tyre, inflated, wheel, mirrors, brakes. We're done. We're good to go.
Actually ready to roll now?
Yeah, we're ready to roll. So what are we going on here, Paul, today?
A bit more testing.
Cool.
More finding out a bit about these trucks. So in the bush and on the tracks up at Sirromet yesterday, but here we've got a bit more technical stuff for the four-wheel drive. So with the earth moving machinery we've got here, it's pretty hard to get these trucks bogged, right? So we had to,
You're gonna make it happen.
We had to do a bit of freestyling with the excavator. Just to show you what they can do, and then some towing out on the track. So
yeah, awesome. That'd be great for the towing.
Especially if you haven't done it before, like if you're not familiar with towing, to go out with a big truck and go straight on the road with a big van, it can be quite intimidating.
Absolutely,
so, you see more towing courses for people.
Popping up everywhere, aren't they?
Popping up everywhere. So if you haven't done it before, it can be something that's quite anxious. And
yeah, awesome.
So allow everyone to see all the features and all the cameras on the on the trucks.
Are we going to do a towing race at all around the track?
Yeah, we could.
Backwards, in reverse.
We'll wet the skid pan down there.
We are doing
we're
the
going to
skid.
titanium sideways.
Yeah.
You've heard it. That's what's going on today. So obviously that was Paul Morris, and this is his... Oh, I've just seen race cars. I've just completely lost my train of thought. Anyway, this is his whole complex, and yeah, lots of interesting stuff planned for today. But oh my God, I don't know if I'm... don't know. Look, there's another Chevy pulling in with a Malibu on the back. But I've found race cars. Oh, I'm going to probably get in trouble for going somewhere I'm not supposed to go. But hey, what's new, right? So I want to know if... He said there's going to be a bit of skid pan action. I want to know if I get to take one of those on the skid pan. But if I'm not allowed to take one of these two, maybe I won't go in because it says keep out. But if I'm not allowed to take one of those two, maybe I can take... You know what? I'm just going to go into the shadow. Maybe I can take one of these. Look. Ooh. Oh my, that one. That's the one they probably trust me with. Anyway, so that's where we are, all the way over there. It's moments like these that I just pinch myself and can't believe this is actually my life. So surrounded by the race cars, here with a brand new Chevy that hasn't even been released yet, towing a titanium caravan, Kasey Chambers around the campfire last night, just all these amazing, awesome people and experiences. I am beyond grateful. My life is so blessed, and I'm just so excited that I can share it with you. So I'm really excited to bring today's adventures your way.
So Miriam's been doing a bit of snooping around. She's up near the race cars. That'd be right. Just sniffing around like she normally does. Hey, what are you doing over there? Look, she's way down there snooping around at the garage because she saw the race cars. Ask Paul if you can go for a quick spin. Just go turn the ignition on, see if there's some fuel in it.
In it, there's so many. If there's no fuel in one, there'll be fuel in another one.
Alright, just go ask him then if you can go for a quick buzz.
I was like, I wonder if they can let me drive one of those while you guys do the new Chevys, and I'll just buzz around in that.
Oh, jeepers, I know, I'd be worried. Tell you that.
I'd be aiming for the cones. Knock them over with my tyre.
They're koalas, they're not cones.
Koalas.
Every time you hit a cone, it's classed as a koala, so you're killing an animal.
Avoid the koala.
You cannot hit cones. Don't hit them.
Koala cones.
Alright?
Okay.
What did Jodie call them?
Kangawalla possums.
Kangawalla possums, she calls them, she reckons. So.
Flip that, then lunch, and then after lunch we're going to do a skid pan with ZR2, which we're calling electronic stability control demonstration.
Okay, so first job of the day is jump on the four-wheel drive track. This is something that I really want to do. I want to test the articulation of it and the lockers in it. The front and rear lockers is going to be wicked. Hey, I'm excited about it. You're not really excited, are you?
I'm really excited because I basically want to prove everyone wrong who says that these are not capable four-wheel drives. Because we know they're capable four-wheel drives.
Yeah.
We've seen what they can do, but you guys don't believe it. So we're hoping by what happens today, we can maybe give you a bit of a taste of what.
All right, let's get into Sandy Torp one. Hey, what do you think?
Okay.
What do you mean?
Look, just look at it.
Oh, yeah, she's a bit dirty.
It's like under the wheel arch matches the
Just
colour.
look at it, look at it, look at
the
it.
paintwork. All right, don't look at it. Get in. Let's go.
What angle incline?
I think that's 20. What degrees is that, Buzz, when you go up?
Heaps.
About that.
Have a look on the dash.
That's in low with the front and rear locker. Man, it just literally crawls over it. You could even do this, honey.
Oh, you reckon? Vote of confidence there.
Mate, I've still got it in low with the front and rear diff lockers on, so we'll just see how easy it crawls through it.
How about you take it out low and dig yourself a hole?
Well, I can do that. We'll do that, and then we'll stick some back in the low and see what happens. We've got to dig a decent hole low.
Yeah.
Well, let's turn that off.
Yeah, turn that off. I'll put it back into two-wheel drive.
We're going hardcore now.
Yeah. I really want to test these lockers.
You know it's good when you got to use the technology in the car to bog it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You can't bog it. You've got to switch everything off and become a driver again to bog it. Oh, let's do it. Put it in drive.
Yeah, drive.
D, put it. Yeah. Dead set, mind blowing. You've actually got to turn everything off, turn stability, all the stuff off to actually get it bogged or get it in a position. Like it's amazing. In low with the lockers on, you just crawl over it. Literally, Grandma could drive the thing. It's so intelligent and amazing and capable.
Driving for dummies, is that the perfect vehicle?
Pretty much. Going to towing now.
Yeah.
There's a
Norwell private.
Yeah, look at him. Yeah, see? Private tours. Look, come on, let's go.
VIP transfers.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Here we go.
We do anything here at Norwell.
Phone charges and water.
Oh, really? Really?
Hold on, here we go.
Thank you, sir. Look at him go.
You can do it.
This is going to be like an Iron Man.
Yeah, we're actually not stopping for you.
Oh, get out there, man. Oh, yeah. Hey, bro. Hang on. How are you, bro?
Have fun, boys.
Insane. All right, what are we doing here now? So you're going to go for a tow.
This is Chris, and you are going to take me for a drive in the... Which one is it?
Yeah, just the ZR2 up there with the boat trailer on it. So I'll show you sort of how to drive, and I'll give you a few tips on.
She doesn't listen to this, Chris, so hopefully you can.
Yeah, we'll work
sort
it
her out.
We'll work it out. We'll see. Come on over.
Right, let's go.
And babe, just as a note, Thorpe has given us that boat too.
Oh yeah, I know. We get to take this with us.
Yeah, he's actually giving it to us.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah.
Yes. See, there's no drop down side steps, and there's no need to do my flexibility exercise.
Yeah, like our truck. Yeah.
Okay. There's also no preset with. I can't just push number 2 and have my seat slide into.
Just flick it in the tow haul mode and you'll be fine.
Hang on, I just need to adjust my seat a little. Oh, I think Jess was in here before me, so it's not too bad.
It's on auto. It's in tow haul mode already.
Okay,
you can see by the little icon down there.
There's a little trailer icon there.
You're in tow haul mode.
Mode buttons there. Oh.
So you're good to go. Oh, you're about to do the column.
I was literally about to column shift.
You don't column shift in this one, honey. You're used to it already. See ya.
I'm now officially qualified to tow a boat.
Uh-oh. That's a worry. Babe, we don't have a boat though.
We do now.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, we do. Thorpey, thanks, bro.
Hey. So what have we found in here?
This is the man cave. Look at it.
What is this? The trophy room.
Look at it. How rad is it? Little stuff.
Memorabilia trophy room of Paul Morris. Commodore wins, we're excited.
How cool is it?
This is unreal. The dude.
Yeah.
That's what his Instagram is.
Look at the chops on him back then.
Wow. Oh, look at that. He's got the board.
This is obviously where we do a lot of our races.
Yeah.
One-on-one coaching. Awesome, isn't it? Maps and data.
Yeah.
There are some pretty special signatures on this board. How many can you pick out, babe?
I'm just reading them.
I think Peter Brock's the most famous one.
Yeah, look at that one.
The
It's legendary.
most recognised one. So we're in here eating lunch. And I think, no, I'm not going to go outside. You can go outside. I haven't finished my lunch yet. But our view currently
Our view out the window looks a bit like this.
Alright, now comes the really fun stuff. The stuff that I've been hanging for. We've got the skid pan and then we've got the Slalem.
This has put his hands up to go first. Done it in the LTZ, now he's taking off in the ZR2. Gonna do a bit of a comparison.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
No
Between
cones
the
this
two.
time. You hit a blue one last time.
That was the wind, mate.
It was the wind, radio.
You got a little sideways, honey, hey?
I got a little sideways. made a bit of a squeal. With
Yeah,
the
it wasn't acceleration sideways. I think it was under braking sideways, but that's okay.
No, it was accelerating out of the corner.
Oh, because you came in way too hot anyway, so.
No, I did it exactly how I wanted to do it. I wanted a little bit of squeal. I wanted a little bit of slippage.
All right, skid pan now.
Yeah, so you're gonna do 2 laps. You're gonna go through all the cones, so we'll give you a penalty if you miss a gate or hit a cone. And then we'll give you guys 2 goes each. So the first one you use as a bit of a recon mission, and then that next one you can have a bit of a crack at it. But we want to see you guys have a bit of fun with it. So this is what happens when you use too much throttle. This is not what you want to do. He's lost a lot of speed because he's having to catch it instead of getting the traction down and doing some speed. There you go. So that run would have been slower because he spent half the time trying to hang on to it than keeping his wheels straight and having traction down on the road. Okay.
Were you paying attention?
No, I was out peeing. So. On the skid pan, let's do it. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Did I get style points too?
Go, Mim! How'd you go?
I don't even want to know my time. I felt like a grandma for the first round.
Oh, that was pretty good.
First lap. But then you kept saying more power, more power. I'm like, are you sure? Okay.
Fun, isn't it?
Yes. I could definitely do that again. We're actually all being timed out here on the skid pan. So Chris is the fastest so far. He's in the 33s. Most people in the 34s and 35s. I did 36, but I'm not the slowest. But things are picking up now. People are getting a little bit more confident.
How'd you go that time?
Did better.
Did you go better?
I went a little bit more slippy.
Sideways.
Yeah, a little bit sideways. That was my aim. I got
As
in.
soon as you took off, you just heard you
Yeah.
floor it though.
I said, I'm just aiming to spin and slip. I don't care about the speed. I just want us to do this.
You did well. Good work, babe. Good work.
Here's another surprise for this afternoon. Hot laps in the Corvette.
To finish off the day, what are we doing?
Hot lap with Paul Morris in the red Corvette.
Are you excited about that one?
I am, because we've been in the Corvette heaps. We've been in like the blue one, the red one, all the different Corvettes. We've been around QR Raceway with Luke King.
Yeah.
So it's been really cool. And I just said I don't need to do it again. But apparently It's next level with Paul
You
Morris.
have to do it with Paul around his own track.
Yes, so apparently he sends it.
Bring it.
Well, you can see. I can't wait.
This one, babe?
I'm very ready for this one.
Just go nice and easy with her, eh, Paul?
How about How about not?
Racing
But
and...
no,
Yeah.
that's what I love about
Yeah.
my racing.
Let's go, honey.
That was
Cool.
insane.
Well, here, you take the camera, I'm in.
Oh, you're in?
Yeah, just
Okay.
one quick one. Come on.
Okay, off you go.
Yep.
Mate.
I'm the biggest bogan rev head at heart, and this, for me, has been the best day. That last hot lap with Paul Morris. Chris is out there, that's him right now, out there. I'm still kind of, you know, when you get that adrenaline pumping through and you can't, everything's beating, your heart's beating quickly, I can't even speak properly. Absolutely loved it. What a day.
So rad, aren't they? Come on, Wazza.
Hello.
Get in there,
Hey,
mate.
off you go, Wazza.
Oh, jeez. You need to flex that.
Oh, mate.
You might need to put the seat back after Chris has been in there.
No, he's alright. He's alright.
Because I'm a big bogan rev head fan, I've asked if I could possibly actually they volunteered, that I can have a look at the real trophy room. Because I posted a story of the trophy cabinet out there and I was like, oh, this is so cool, the trophy cabinet. And they came over and said, who posted the story of the trophy cabinet? And I thought I was in trouble. But then it was like, do you want to see the actual trophy room? I'm
Let's
like,
go then.
yes, I do.
Come
So
on,
we're going to
go.
go and have a look.
All right, let's go on in.
Oh, it's a whole wall.
Yes. Oh, it's a wall, all right.
It is.
That is incredible, isn't it?
I'm too little.
Look at them all.
Oran Park, Lakeside, Malala, Winton. Holy moly.
Look at all this. Got a bit of a history, hasn't he?
There's not a race in Australia he hasn't won.
Are you serious?
Like a car race in
Yeah.
Australia. He's won all three Bathursts, so the Bathurst 1000, the Bathurst 12 hour and the Bathurst 6 hour. He's won drivers' championships, production car races, supercars races.
Powerboat?
Yep. The powerboat trophy
Incredible.
there.
Here at the Brisbane 4x4 show, it is day 2, and as you're aware, we've come back to Brisbane to help Gmsv launch the all-new MY23 Silverado 1500 range. So we've got the LTZ Premium Elevated, we've also got, of course, the ZR2. We've shown you what they can do outside and all around the tracks and those sorts of things. We're going to get people's opinions today on what they think of these trucks when they see them for the very first time, and we're also going to show you the interior. So let's go check it out. I know a lot about these trucks and about the differences between them, and then Chris pointed out, said I don't actually know enough. So I've invited Jervis Sarmiento here from GMSV, who knows a whole lot more about everything than I do. So he's going to run you through the differences between the ZR2 and the LTZ Premium Elevated, exterior and interior. So let's start with the ZR2. Who has this been designed for?
Thanks, Miriam. Yeah, the ZR2 is Chevy's and GMSV's next chapter of off-roading, really. It's our flagship off-road truck, and it's really targeted to those who are after a vehicle that can do it all, but that can really tackle off-road and combine it with, I guess, a premium sophistication and advanced tech and safety.
Yeah, brute luxury, this thing. So this is interior. There's a few differences we'll find.
Yeah, interior-wise, I guess to really suit that off-road characteristic, it does have a jet black and grey stone leather interior, as well as a bit more of a bolster around the hips and the sides to make sure you've got, I guess, optimal comfort no matter what terrain you tackle.
Yeah, you can see the gold stitching in there, and the attention to detail inside is unreal. Exterior? What difference?
Exterior-wise, if you come by the front here, exterior-wise, Miriam, it really does speak for itself, but it does have a lot more of an aggressive look, and it's not just for looks, it's for functionality as well. It's got an off-road cut front bumper here that you see that enables a bit more of a better approached angle.
So you can actually remove these, can't you?
Yeah, you can. So
if you drive,
if I drive and I accidentally hit stuff, which I never do.
It's not recommended, but it does add a lot more convenience for when you're tackling those heavy-duty off-road tracks and paths. So, but on top of that, speaking of heavy-duty, you've got some nice aluminium skid plates down the bottom here to help protect the underbody mechanicals as well.
Yep.
On top of that, you've got a black hood scoop insert just for that added look. You can just see it's
my favourite feature is also this. So
How could I miss that?
Chevy's famous for the bow tie. This is actually called a flow tie. So the air flows straight through. So yeah, when we learned all about these trucks, we learned so many things. This is the only thing I remembered because I love it so much, the flow tie. Okay, I think we should talk suspension because clearly this truck is different to the other one.
Yeah, exactly right, Miriam. This truck features a factory-fitted lift kit, but what's really special about the ZR2 is the inclusion of the Multimatic DSSV dampers, the spool valve dampers, which really, at slow speeds, allow a more compliant ride, no matter what the terrain, and then at higher speeds, firm up to increase control and dynamics.
So we had to play around with this, obviously, over the last couple of days, and we really got to see not only what they feel like, but what they look like. Because we took them over the four-wheel drive tracks, we took them on the golf course, we took them through water crossings, and we got to do it in both of them. And you could clearly feel the difference and how this just dominates in the four-wheel drive.
Yeah, absolutely
section.
right. Like both the vehicles, the LTZ Premium and ZR2, obviously accelerate at what they're best at, and the ZR2 is off-road without any compromise on that.
Absolutely. And then the LTZ Premium Elevated, we took on the track to do the slalom and those sorts of things, and that tended to dominate a little bit more there because that's designed more for on-road.
More on-road.
Yeah. Okay, so I kind of jumped ahead of myself there talking about the LTZ Premium Elevated. There's still heaps more to talk about this truck, the ZR2. What did we miss?
Yeah, absolutely. Another feature that serious off-roaders will really appreciate is the inclusion of front and rear driver selectable e-lockers to really limit slip and maximise traction no matter what terrain you go after.
Absolutely. Even I could do it. You put it in terrain mode and I can do four-wheel driving. I went down a hill like this and took my foot off and I stopped. I actually had to accelerate to go, which was really cool.
Yeah, no, exactly right. The other thing it has is an enhanced two-speed transfer case, which you've just mentioned, right? It has different drive modes, including terrain mode, and the really cool one-pedal rock roll mode, which, like you explained, can help you out in sticky situations where you're only really needing to use the accelerator. The vehicle will catch you and apply the brakes.
It's unbelievable. So do you reckon that's the key difference between this one and...
Absolutely. Mechanically wise, that's the...
We should have a look at the LTZ Premium now. And here we have the LTZ Premium Elevated, which of course is completely different.
Silverado LTZ Premium has some key enhancements. From the exterior wise, we've got a refined front fascia and grille with some new LED lights, but the real change is in the inside. We've got a completely redesigned interior with some sweeping views that make it a lot more premium and sophisticated, led by a huge 13.4-inch diagonal colour touchscreen display, along with a 12.3-inch completely configurable driver instrument display. And the biggest change really is the transition from the traditional console shifter column shifter into the console shifter.
And that is unreal. It looks so stylish. It is a complete facelift for the interior of these vehicles. So yeah, absolutely beautiful. Both trucks are incredible and we're super excited to be showing everyone through them here at the Brisbane 4x4 show. Book an appointment at your local dealer if you can't make it to one of these shows because they are well worth checking out.
Come see us.
Thanks, Jevy. Very excited. We've got Shane Van Gisbergen here at the stand with us today. He's going to be signing stuff, including a poster for me. I would like to, Miriam. You're the sexiest girl I've ever met. Love, Shane. Please and thank you.
And then same thing for Chris, all right?
Yeah.
Chris, mate.
Chris, mate.
Chris, mate. Thank you so much.
You've got one, honey. There
I've got mine. Off I go.
Sick. Look at this. Massive.
It's awesome. I can't wait to get mine.
Big car inside, but it all comes together quite nicely and all the trimming and everything's beautiful, and I love that this is the shifter here instead of the old school shifter up here. Nice.
This is so sexy. Incredible.
Beautiful, love the tech in it. I've got the ZR1, so yeah, love this. It looks awesome.
Damn, this is massive, spacious. It's
160 kilo. I'm almost, what, 600 wide. Look at this.
I'm about 6 foot tall, about 6 foot wide. Nah, it's massive. This is I'm really impressed how big this car is, eh? And the aircon's cranking. It's mint. Nice.
Okay, we are in the all-new ZR2 with a couple of boys in the back. And
couple of small boys.
Couple of small boys in the back. So we've actually asked them what they think of the truck, and they absolutely love it. But I noticed that one of them, what was your name, sorry?
Pat.
Pat's carrying a GoPro, and I asked him what he's carrying a GoPro for, and please explain.
We're here to promote Pacific Islanders with the 4x4. Follow us on Pacifica 4x4, that's spelled Pasefika 4x4 on Instagram, and we'll have a YouTube video coming up real soon. So, and yeah, I'm here with my also Vika. Yeah. Also means brother, so that's my bro. Yeah. And
what was your name?
Vika.
Vika?
Yeah.
And explain what you were just telling us about before.
So I run Horse Movement. So me and my brother has collabed together to trying to get the awareness out there by using the four-wheel drive enthusiasts out there, so we can get all the brothers that's struggling with mental health. I think it's a good way of everyone just getting out their mindset, having people like you guys. You know, just
like-minded people having a good time, man.
Having a good time.
That's it, and it's all about,
isn't it?
Yeah, telling the story.
Yeah.
And you know, we had the rate of 75% of suicide rate with the males, and
that's up there, isn't it?
Yep. And unfortunately, the females are creeping up there as well. We need to start to get the awareness out there and try and spread it and make everyone to be aware that there's always someone out there to talk to, and there's always someone out there to actually listen. So
come and join the crew, have a good vibe, mate. Good
exactly.
vibe.
Building a supportive community with like-minded people, so you can just build each other up.
Yeah.
Correct.
Absolutely, you guys are legends.
Good on you guys, mate. Oh, mate, we're all legends having a good time. And
just look us up on UCE Movement, Suicide and Mental Health Prevention.
Okay.
It's and also anyone there with a lifeline, 13, 11, 14, you know it.
There you go.
And if you don't want to ring, message.
Okay.
0400 13 11 14.
Legends, boys.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you heaps, guys.
Thanks.
And we will drop a link below, so all that information that those guys just rattled off then, I will put a link below so you can click on that. Make sure you head on over, show these guys some love.
That is a wrap.
It is a wrap.
Are we sad and sorry?
Sad and sorry, but it's been an absolutely incredible week here in Brisbane. Like the things that we've done, the people that we've met. You've been here with us the whole way through. We've shown you what we've got to experience. It's been unbelievable.
Oh, it's been huge. We're absolutely exhausted. Unfortunately, we just had to give the keys back for the Sand Dune ZR2. We're devastated.
So
we absolutely fell in love with that car. It is an absolute cracker. Gmsv, you have really nailed it.
Yeah, and we are here at Llewellyn. So this is a dealership in Ipswich, the Gmsv dealership, and they always have heaps of the Silverados in stock.
All the Silverados,
all the Silverados. So the HD, the Premium, the ZR2. So if you do want to test drive one, give the guys here a bit of a call, and they pretty much always have one in stock, don't they?
Always. I'll always have one for you guys to test drive and have a look at. So drop in Llewellyn Motors in Ipswich in southeast Queensland. I hope you enjoyed this video. We're pumped to be able to deliver it.
We certainly enjoyed bringing it to you.
We definitely enjoyed it. So,
we did.
Yep. Thanks again.
We do have to say goodbye now because we do have to catch an Uber to the airport and fly back to Perth.
Fly back to Perth where the HD will be on display there. So thanks again, GMSV. You guys are absolute champions, and everyone involved. We just don't want to list it because the battery will go flat. You guys are amazing, and we will see you.
You know who you are. Thank you, everybody.
We will see you in the next video. Adios.
Something that has a profound effect on the driving experience and a profound effect of the ownership experience, and that is the remanufacturing process. Mark, why do we call it remanufacturing?
Good question. You'll notice we will never use the word conversion at GMSV because it is so much more than just flipping the steering wheel over the other side of the car. I know some of you have had the opportunity to go to the remanufacturing plant in Melbourne. the process there is absolutely huge. The body comes off the car, the whole instrument panel comes out of the car. It is truly stripped down to its bare bones before it's all remanufactured together again in right-hand drive. But of course, nothing's ever that simple. The instrument panel, for example, is not symmetrical, so we've had to retool up many parts, and all that retooling is done to full OEM specifications. All the interior plastics are beautifully fitted and beautiful quality, and really when you get in the car, I'm sure you'll agree that you will never know it had been remanufactured in right-hand drive if we didn't tell you.
Thanks, Mark. Before we drill down into the star of the show, just a quick look at the MY23 changes to LTZ Premium, which is my personal favourite. I absolutely love this thing. For me, it's everything that a full-size pickup should be, including this bold front face. Something that a lot of folks aren't aware of, and that is that the LTZ that you purchase at a Gmsv dealership actually is much higher spec than your standard out-of-the-box LTZ in a US dealership, because we tick quite a few things up the spec with things like the standard LTZ is a 5.3 litre engine with the 8-speed transmission. We tick the box and get the 6.2 litre petrol V8 with the 10-speed transmission. As many of you know, the 6.2 litre engine comes with dynamic fuel management. What that gives us is the ability to have multiple modes for the cylinders that it shuts down. So it can go from being a V8 to whatever the drivers are requiring at the time, to a 7-cylinder or a 3-cylinder or a 5-cylinder, all the way down to 2 cylinders to help save fuel. Fun fact, during the development phase, that the engineers got the dynamic fuel management to work off just 1 cylinder. But for production cars, it goes down to 2 cylinders. While you're driving, you can't tell that it's functioning. And I like to say that when our engineers do their best work, you can't tell what they've done. So there's the addition of the 6.2 litre V8 for Australian LTZs. There's also the tech pack for our customers, which includes goodies like the rear view camera in the mirror, the head-up display unit, adaptive cruise control, and you also have your power adjustable steering column for reach and for rake. But wait, there's more. We do know that some Australians don't just want to cruise and don't just want to tow with their LTZ Silverado. So we tick the box for the Z71 pack. Now, the Z71 pack is your off-road gear. So included with that is 2-speed transfer case, additional bash plates underneath, the E-locking diff, and a larger air filter. So, inside, something we're very excited about with the LTZ Premium, as I was mentioned before by Jervy, and that is we've gone from the column shifter to the console-mounted shifter. And also, you'll notice when you get in, the gorgeous animations that welcome you every time you get into the truck for the first time on the 12.3-inch fully configurable, and you can personalize it in so many different ways with the driver information display. Also, the 13.4-inch center-mounted display that you'll also notice is very responsive, intuitive, and easy to use. So, that is the LTZ Premium. On to the ZR2, making this a capable off-road, but also, as you'll see, fantastic on the road as well. Looking at the front, we've got a grille that's designed to increase the amount of airflow going through to the engine, so much so that we also have included the, not the bow tie, but the flow tie to assist with air, again going into the engine bay. You can see they're quite aggressively styled, and that's very much purpose design of the 3-piece front bumper. Now, unlike some of the pickup trucks that are out there that use the plastic bumpers at the front, we've got 3-piece steel. Now, those end caps are removable. It's not like a 5-minute job that you would do in the car park, but if you did really need to increase the gaps in there, that you can remove them. The other advantage is that if someone does damage them, you haven't damaged the whole lot and replaced the whole bumper, you just replaced the section that you've damaged. You can see there we've got our front recovery hooks. Underneath, you've got additional protection. Now it's aluminium. On the subject aluminium, we do use a bit of it on the Silverado trucks. Basically anything that's got a hinge, your doors, bonnet, the rear tailgate is aluminium. We like the fact that we've got the strength, that we've got the added protection, but it's not eating into your payload, which, you know, that heavy steel things can cause an issue with. We've got our approach angle of 31.8 degrees, which I think you'd agree quite aggressive and certainly gets the job done. LED headlamps with the IntelliBeam Assist auto high beam function as well. Moving on to suspension. I got sent to the naughty corner last week because I used the term shock absorber.
You did.
I promise I won't do it. Referred to it as dampers.
That's right. So yeah.
Multimatic. Why are so many people excited about the multimatic gear in this?
This is really one of the first times that multimatic dampers have been used in the off-road environment. So multimatic have been a player in motorsport for quite a while. Their valving system referred to DSSV, Dynamic Suspension Spool Valve. It's quite a mouthful, but it really means a lot. The technology is actually in the Red Bull Formula One race car, so it has quite a pedigree. And forgive me if I'm telling you anything you already know, but the point of a shock absorber is to jam oil through a hole. That's it. But how you jam that oil through that hole, that's the important bit. The valving in this damper is unique to the DSSV system in that it is all external to the working parts of the damper. So the piston in the damper doesn't actually, it just pushes the oil around. It doesn't have valving like a traditional monotube damper, which means that the oil is circulated all around the damper and you can maintain your temperatures a lot more effectively. But you can also set your valving in the damper to give you a massive range of performance, which means that you don't have to have an adjustable damper of any sort. The bandwidth that these dampers can deliver give you both exceptional on-road ride, handling, but then exceptional articulation for when you want to go off-road. So really it does everything that you want a damper can do, and I know you're going to experience that later on, and you're going to be blown away by how well these things perform.
I think something that is probably not a really sexy part of it, but the fact that you've got temperature management, because as we know, with the traditional mono system, you're punishing it in an off-road situation, that the increased temperature changes the behaviour of the unit, whereas this, we've got consistent behaviour regardless of how much you're hammering in the rough stuff.
Right, and going back to the off-road racing, the whole truck has used these exact dampers for the last 3 years for their race program. They do change the valving, but the hardware is OEM hardware. So that really speaks to the capability of the parts.
And the durability as well. These tyres give us that extra bit of ground clearance there with the 33-inch tyres. Story with these tyres as well, isn't it?
Well, there is. These tyres were developed by General Motors in conjunction with Goodyear to give our best all-round performance that can be achieved in a factory truck. So, once again, forgive me if I'm telling you anything you already know. I'm sure most of you already know it. But to be able to go around a corner, one wheel's got to go further than the other wheel. So you need a differential to account for that difference in wheel speed and wheel travel. The trouble is when you're off-road and you get one wheel unloaded or even in the air, all the power and torque goes to that wheel that's not actually doing anything. So it just spins up and the vehicle is stuck. Unless you're in a ZR2 where you reach down and press the diff lock button on the dashboard, electronically locks that front diff, and then it shares all the power and torque with the wheel that's actually still on the ground, and you can just drive straight out of there. So it is traditionally a modification that you'll see on some of the most hardcore four-wheel drives out there. With the ZR2, you don't have to do that modification. We did it for you already.
That's one of the questions that you do wonder, and that is, why is the idea of a front diff lock so unusual on a production car?
Yeah, well, it's not cheap. So the content is pretty extreme for extreme users, and we believe that they're the users that we're going to want to buy a ZR2, and they're going to want that feature. So traditionally, I think people have avoided that because maybe there's a perception it's not required, but I think you'll see after you drive the car, you'll agree with us. So the electronics in the computer applies the brakes for you and holds you on the hill, so you'll be driving halfway up the hill and you get distracted and you take your foot off, the car just stops. If you're coming down the hill and you want to go slower, you take your foot off and the car slows down. So to be honest, it's if you're used to driving a conventional car, it can be confronting, but the second time you go down the hill, you will swear you'll never drive anything else.
That one pedal driving also activates the brake lights as well. And you can be nose down, going down a hill, in that mode, taking your foot off, and the car comes to a complete halt. You're looking down and you haven't touched the brake. I'm not an off-road driving person, but I love how easy and accessible it makes it for someone like myself, and it's something you'll discover as part of the driving.